Good afternoon, all of you, BSc second year students. Myself, Dr. N.G. Popatwar, Head Department of Fishery Science, DSM College, Jintur, affiliated to Swami Ramananda Tirth Marathwada University, Nanded. Here we have seen the BSc second year Fishery Science optional subject. Among this BSc second year optional subject paper 6th fish disease management. Among this fish disease management, first 3 lectures we have studied. Among these first we have first lecture general introduction, fish pathology, fish disease. Second we have seen that is the dermatomycosis or the external mycosis, how these are to be caused in fishes. Then in next lecture we have see the next disease, that is the branchiomycosis or the gill rot. Then next fungal disease which is to be, we have know that, and that next fungal disease is the systemic mycosis or internal mycosis. Systemic mycosis. This systemic mycosis, it is also called as the internal mycosis. It is also called as internal mycosis. Name itself indicate that this infection, these are to be infected among the fishes. This infection, these are to be infected among the major carps, among the catfishes or among the culturable fishes. Name itself that is internal mycosis, or it is also called as the systemic mycosis. Internal mycosis due to the fungus, internal part of the body, these are to be affected. Internal parts such as liver, such as stomach, such as intestine. When these liver, stomach, intestine, these are to be affected, then digestion, these are to be affected, and ultimately fish, these are to be when severely affected due to this infection, due to this fungus, then fish becomes die. These are to be heavy mortality, these are to be occur, these are to be found. Sometimes this internal mycosis disease, it is also called as deep mycosis. It is also called as deep mycosis. Means deep mycosis means those internal organs, those various internal part of the body such as heart, such as liver, such as intestine, rectum, all these part, these are to be affected by fungus, and these are to be lost, these are to be infectious, these are to be inactive, then ultimately fish becomes die or these are to be dead. Then which fungus these are to be caused, which fungus these are to be attacked on fish, especially the fungus which is to be called as that fungus which is to be ichthyophthiosis. The fungus is the ichthyophthiosis. This ichthyophthiosis is the fungus, and this ichthyophthiosis, these are to be attack on the fish body with contamination of food material. When this fungus, these are to be attack on the fish, when a infected food material, these are to be consumed, these are to be taken by fish, that food material, these are to be cause the disease, it is to be called as the deep mycosis or the internal mycosis. What is the condition? That is the when ichthyophthiosis is the fungus, this ichthyophthiosis fungus, these are to be enter at the time of food feeding. This fungus, these are to be enter at the time of drinking of water with some materials, some food material, some mud particles, some plankton, that may be phytoplankton or that may be zooplankton, whatever the food which is to be consumed, with the help of these food, or sometimes already food is to be diseased food, from that condition these pathogens, this fungus, these are to be enter inside the fish body, especially Ichthyophaunosis hooperi. This is the fungus. Ichthyophaunosis hooperi is the fungus. This fungus, these are to be enter with the help of contaminated food. This fungus, these are to be enter with the help of drinking water. This fungus, these are to be enter with the help of other varieties of food material. When fish, these are to be taken inside the mouth, at that time this fungus, these are to be enter inside the body of fish, and when this fungus, these are to be attached to the intestine, intestine becomes swelling, these are to be occur, and when swelling, these are to be occur, excess secretion, these are to be found sometimes on the internal part of the alimentary canal, cyst, that is cyst, these are to be formed, such type of cyst, these are to be developed, and hence it is to be called as the internal mycosis, or it is called as the systemic mycosis. Cyst, these are to be developed on the these part, that is the either intestine, either these are to be developed on the kidney, develop on the liver, gonads, brain, heart, and when these cysts, these are to be continuously increasing on these part, that part is to be inactive, that part is to be not working, and when brain is to be not working, these are to be occur, it is to be called as the, that is systemic mycosis. Then what is the symptoms of this systemic mycosis? Symptoms of this systemic mycosis we have seen next. Next point is the symptoms. Next point is the symptoms. Which symptom these are to be observed when this fungus, these are to be attack on the fishes, when this fungus, these are to be affect on the carp culture or on the culture ponds, then symptom these are to be observed. Among these symptom, the first symptom of the this internal mycosis, that is, it is more difficult, it is more dangerous to identify, to diagnose how the fish, these are to be infected, how these are to be affect. Why it is to be more serious, it is to be more dangerous, difficult, because this disease, these are to be caused, this fungus, these are to be affect on the internal part of the body of the fish, internal part of the body of the fish, such as, that is the heart, such as intestine, such as rectum, such as liver, such as brain. All these internal part of the body of the fish, these are to be affected, then fish becomes weak, lethargic and stress. Fish becomes weak, lethargic and stress. This is the important symptom which is to be occur, which is to be found. That is why priorly first we do not identify, we do not diagnose whether the fish is to be affected by the internal mycosis or the systemic mycosis. Then second symptom which is to be seen, that is this internal mycosis, these are to be affect on the internal part of the body, such as liver, such as pancreas, such as heart, such as stomach, such as intestine. All these internal part of the body, these are to be affect, and subsequently this fungus, these are to be grow on these part, and that part, these are to be functionless, or it is to be inactive. Inactive. This is the second symptoms which is to be cause affected on the internal part, internal organs of the body. Then third symptoms of this internal mycosis, that is due to this fungus, due to this fungus on internal part of the body, a cyst like knob these are to be developed, a cyst these are to be developed on the internal part of the body. Cyst, such type of rounded swelling, and these rounded swelling, these are the pus particle, these are the pathogens. Such swelling, such cyst these are to be developed, these cyst these are to be developed on the internal part of the body. Which are the internal part? Such cyst these are to be developed. That cyst may be circular, that cyst may be spherical. Spherical or circular cyst these are to be developed on the internal part of the body, and due to this cyst, when this cyst these are to be small in size, then it is to be increase constantly, and when this cyst these are to be increased, this cyst these are to be consume those tissue which is to be present on that body part, that tissue these are to be consumed or these are to be degenerate. What happens when this cyst these are to be increased? When this cyst these are to be increased its size, the organ is to be ineffective, it is to be not working properly. And when suppose this cyst these are to be affect on heart is to be not perform proper work. When this cyst these are to be affect on intestine, then food and feeding these are to be stop, or food and feeding these are to be not properly occur. Or when this cyst these are to be appear on brain, then brain these are to be not working properly, because this cyst these are to be consume surrounding tissue of that organ, that part, and that part becomes inactive, that part become degenerate, and ultimately fish becomes die or these are to be dead. That is why it is to be more dangerous among the carps, that is why it is to be more dangerous among the fishes, because externally we do not identify, externally we do not diagnose whether the fish is to be infected or it is to be not infected. Another symptoms of this internal mycosis, due to the cyst these are to be developed, due to the fungus these are to be affect on these internal part, fish becomes weak, lethargic and stress. Fish become weak, lethargic and stress, and when fish becomes weak, lethargic and stress, the movement of fish these are to be slow down, movement of fish these are to be reduced down, and when fish in water, in culture medium, these are to be slow moving, less movement these are to be occur, then we can diagnose that, because due to the some problem fishes these are to be faced, or due to the some different causative organism fish these are to be affect, hence it is to be not moving properly, not moving these are to be seen. This is the another symptoms of this, that is the internal mycosis. Whether the fish these are to be affected by the fungus, or whether the fish is to be not affected by the fungus, but generally this systemic mycosis or the internal mycosis is the more dangerous. We do not identify externally, when we have see internally, when we have see the internal, because this disease these are to be caused, these are to be affected among the fishes due to the contamination of a dirty food material, a polluted food material or polluted water, dirty water. Where symptoms of internal mycosis. The next symptom, that is when this fungus these are to be affect on the visceral organs of the fish. When this fungus these are to be affect on the visceral organs of the fish, then these visceral organs these are to be inactive, these visceral organs these are to be decaying, and when these visceral organs these are to be inactive, decaying, then food and feeding these are to be stopped, and fish becomes weak, fish becomes inactive. Another next symptoms of the fish disease, when all these symptoms these are to be seen, all these symptoms these are to be occur due to the food and feeding, due to this fungus, fish becomes mentally retarded, fish becomes mentally retarded. This is the important symptom, mentally retarded, behavior of the fish is to be a abnormal behavior, not a regular behavior, not a uniform behavior like that of the other fishes, but fish becomes mentally retarded and abnormal behavior these are to be occur. And when fish these are to behave abnormal, then this fish these are to be affected by the internal mycosis, that is fish is to be mentally retarded. This is another important symptoms of the internal mycosis. Treatment of this internal mycosis. Treatment of this internal mycosis. The first treatment, that is, it is to be more dangerous to identify, to diagnose whether the fish is to be affected or it is to be not affected. Suppose fish is to be weak, lethargic, stress which is to be occur, moving condition these are to be slows down, feeding condition these are to be reduced down, then we can identify the fish is to be affected by the internal mycosis. For that purpose, the first treatment these are to be done, first treatment these are to be used. Use 3 to 5% common salt or NaCl solution. Those fishes these are to be affected to these fungus, these parasite, these infected fishes these are to be dipped in the 3 to 5% common salt solution or the sodium chloride solution. In those water fishes these are to be grow, fishes these are to be cultured. In this water 3 to 5% common salt solution or the NaCl solution these are to be added. It is to be enter when contamination of food or water these are to be done by the fish. It is the important. Second, for controlling this internal mycosis, the precaution is to be taken that is because this disease these are to be caused due to the dirty water, it is to be caused due to the bad quality food material these are to be consumed or the polluted or the decomposed or already diseased food these are to be consumed by the fish. That's why to care is to be taken that those fishes these are to be cultured in this culture pond, that is food should be healthy, nutritive, food should be healthy, nutritive and disease free food these are to be supplied, these are to be provided to these fishes, then and then this disease these are to be minimized, these are to be treated. Second important, due to this minimize to lowering to treatment of this disease, those water which is to be we have choose, those aquatic environment we have select for the culture purpose, check the pH, check the temperature and check the pathogenic conditions of that water, hydrobiological conditions of that water these are to be checked, and it is to be noted that when fish these are to be used or live in a dirty water, in a polluted water, in which water already pathogens, diseases, microorganisms these are to be found, then that water these are to be not suited for the culture purpose. For this water ultimately in respiration, when fish these are to be take food inside, with this feeding activity some water and food material these are to be enter inside the body of the fish and internal part of the fish these are to be affected. For that purpose healthy water and healthy food material is the basic or the main source to minimize, to lower the this fungal disease or the internal mycosis. It is the most important treatment. What is to minimize, to lower the healthy water and the healthy food material these are to be provided, these are to be supplied to the fish culture. Suppose we have cultured these fishes in polluted water, in dirty water, in polluted water, in dirty water already pathogens, microorganisms these are to be found, and when these pathogens, when these microorganisms these are to be already present in water, then that water is to be not suited for the fish culture, that water is to be not suited for the this culture of major carps or the culture of the catfishes, and these are to be cause the disease. For that purpose, healthy water, healthy food material, these are to be provided, these are to be supplied. This is the important. Or sometimes we can add, suppose water these are to be decomposing, decaying in condition, these are to be start, then we can add a quick lime, that is again quick lime, these are to be added, quick lime these are to be added into the water. It is to be 50 kg per hectare area, 50 kg per hectare area quick lime or the lime, that is आपण ज्याला काय म्हणतो चुना, that is quick lime or the lime, these are to be added into the water. This 50 kg lime, these are to be added into the water. This lime, these are to be improve the water quality, and this fungus, these are to be die, these are to be dead. When this lime, these are to be increase in concentration, ultimately fungus, these are to be destroyed, and fishes, these are to be free from this fungus. With these three treatment, with these three important control measures, we can lower, we can minimize the internal mycosis or the systemic mycosis. With these treatment, here we have completed, that is the first disease, that is the fish which is to be caused by the fungal parasite or the fungus which is to be affected on the fish and cause the disease, that is the fungal disease. First we have seen, that is dermatomycosis, it is called as external fluke. Second, branchiomycosis, it is called as gill rot, gills these are to be fall down. And third is the, that is the internal mycosis or the systemic mycosis. With this fungal diseases, these are to be cured, these are to be controlled. With this first point which is to be have are the important aspects, fungal diseases and their treatment, these are to be have see, we have completed here. Any difficulty, please ask anytime. Thank you, all of you.